Gainbridge Fieldhouse alongside Bria Goss. I'm Pat Boylan. Well, just 2 days ago, A'ja Wilson set the season scoring record right here in this building. What a year it's been for the runaway here for MVP.
Yes, MVP is exactly right. A'ja Wilson, where do I begin? She is the most dominant player, not just on the offensive side, but also on the defensive side. The Fever have to be able to contain her. Her ability to score is going to make it extremely difficult. Back to the basket, pull-up shots.
Yeah, man. He in the building with it. Let's go, boy. In the building with it. Yeah. Starting lineups. Let me refresh this joint. Actually, where the volume at?
Player inserted into the starting lineup in the back half of the season, and it has been a large reason why Indiana's had a lot of success as the season has continued. And there is the head coach for the Aces, Becky Hammond, who spent 8 years as an assistant in San Antonio, his 16-year WNBA career. And for the Indiana Fever, there's Christy Sides in her second season as the head coach. Jesse Miller, Karima Christmas-Kelly, and Paul Miller are the assistants here in Indiana. Well, it was a surprisingly low-scoring game on Wednesday. The 75 points Indiana scored were their fewest since June 10th, but we've got 2 of the league's top 3 offenses on the floor again here tonight. Both want to play fast. This one has the potential to turn into a track meet. Aaliyah Boston, A'ja Wilson in the center jump circle, and we are underway here from Indianapolis for game 38 for the Indiana Fever in a 40-game season. Kelsey Mitchell coming off a 24-point night. Here is Clark. Can't connect on her opening 3. It was a rare off game for Caitlin Clark on Wednesday. Just 1 of 10 from the three-point line, and Kelsey Plum struggled a little bit too. They'll catch Plum with the foul. But a lot of firepower in the backcourt here in this matchup.
Boston made that 2-point.
I mean, being able to stop one individual player is extremely tough. It's going to take all 5 on the floor to do so, but just having that ability can really spread the floor very wide, which makes it some really good offensive tendencies.
Clark seeing 2 players her direction, feeds Boston. Indiana has the advantage, and Boston gets the friendly roll.
A'ja Wilson, man.
Another one that struggled just a bit on the offensive side. The defense was phenomenal, and I don't want to take away that, but on the offensive side, I know she wasn't too happy about it, so I'm expecting big numbers here tonight for AB.
Chelsea Gray, beautiful find inside to a cutting Wilson who lays it in. This is game 25 for Chelsea Gray, who was not available at the start of the season, dealing with that foot injury she suffered in the WNBA Finals a year ago.
Caitlin to Aaliyah Boston.
Who's going on a 3-ball, and Indiana struggled from out there on Wednesday against Las Vegas. This is a Fever team that shoots it among the best in the WNBA.
Smith was open, but she didn't make it.
Wilson going to work from the perimeter to the rim.
Goodness, just looked like a broken play there. A little unorthodox by the A's.
Here's Clark pushing the pace. Boston extra pass. Smith is open and can't connect on a 3. And they had a 0 of 3 from out there to start the game here tonight.
Clark shot fake with the 3. They gave it to Boston inside. That's tough.
Fever has beaten 10 of the 11 teams in the WNBA this year. Las Vegas is the only one they have not beaten.
Dang.
Beat all their opponents for the first time since 2010.
Dang. Hold up. Who number 10?
The 3 feeds inside to Boston for 2.
Who number? Hold up.
That's bread and butter right there. There's so many bodies being thrown at Clark, and she's so poised, so good. She sees the floor so well. Being able to overhelp is going to be a problem. So you have to be able to be strong and know exactly where everybody's at.
Already a pair of assists here for Caitlin Clark. She's found Boston a couple times as Plum
Caitlin tried to shoot the three.
Well, Christy's side says she's using these 2 games as a playoff tune-up. Back-to-back games against the same opponent, a high-caliber group as well. Fever team only has 4 players who have played postseason play. Clark launches, has a 3-ball rim out. We have, Bria, so rarely seen Caitlin Clark go through a shooting slump. The beginning of the season, she maybe wasn't quite at the level she has been here lately, but this is really the first prolonged stretch that we've seen her have probably since May.
Yeah, I mean, just a couple nights ago playing against the Aces, she was 1 for 10. And I know that's not where she wants to be. We know that she's a better shooter than that. I think there was some that even looked like it was going down and came out. But let's see exactly how she's able to respond to that adversity as a pro. I've seen it in her college years, but being able to do it as a pro is just a different level, and I know she's up for the challenge.
She leads the league in 3-pointers made as Gray backing in and gets the foul call.
This Gray on the Aces, so she missed. She 1 for 2 for free throw, so it's 4-5.
That's tough. I think Chelsea Gray does a really good job using her size, her ability, her athleticism, really seeing where that mismatch is. She's a great shooter. She can put on the floor. She can pass. That's why she is called the point god. But seeing and taking advantage of that down low post is really going to help the Aces tonight.
And Gray goes 1 of 2 from the line. The Aces have lost 13 games this year. That's more than double what they did a year ago. But really starting to round into form here. They've won 5 of their last 6. The only game they lost in that stretch they did not have.
I think the Fever going to pull this out and win this rematch, man. What y'all think?
Smith, who hangs and draws the foul.
Great ball movement play there. Just being able to read the defense. Doing a great job going downhill. And Alyssa Smith, who hasn't been as much of an offensive threat this year, still has the ability to score and get to the line. So being able to kind of contort her body and just shy away. She's got to go through the contact, maybe even get that and one.
I think she made,
And she has struggled from the foul line here this season, and especially lately. Was 1 of 4 on Wednesday. Misses the first here tonight.
Yeah, she made both.
And Smith splits the pair. These 2 teams play the second and third quickest brand of
Clark bounced it to Mitchell. That was a nice little layup.
Didn't see it on Wednesday. This game has been kind of played in the half court here so far, a little surprisingly.
We got Audrey Wilson.
Gray works her way inside.
I see Leah Boston working her today, man. She's getting in front of her. Caitlin Clark coming down with the ball. It looked like she's trying to pound it inside. That was a foul when the layup bounced out, bro. I thought that was going to be an and one.
On a big up top of the 3, and they end up have that communication and switching back, which is beautiful, which is why they were able to get that steal and breakaway points.
Smith got the credit for the steal. I think it could have gone to 2 or 3 different players.
Caitlin Clark with her free throws. She missed 1. Got to make those free throws, man.
Head to the free throw line. Clark with 3 assists here already in the first quarter.
Man, and we know what she's capable of. It wasn't beautiful.
Caitlin Clark looked tired.
Her running mate there, shooting it on the left side. But I think the way that Clark sees the game
she missed
really
both.
separates her from the rookies that we've seen. Just being able to distribute the ball at such a high level with so much pressure, so much power, so much defense in your face. You have to be able to be ready, have your eyes up, and I think she does that.
Caitlin Clark is frustrated with these refs, bro.
Fever were just 10 of 16 from the foul line against the Aces on Wednesday. They've opened up 1 of 3 here. Clark enters the night second in free throw percentage in the WNBA. I think that's the first time she's missed both all season. She has been lights out from the line, 91%. Tiffany Hayes, who really packed a punch off the bench, and there's the second foul on Clark.
Dang.
And they gave her a technical.
They gave her a tech, bro.
And this is a similar situation to a game earlier this year. She got a technical for hitting the stanchion.
You're frustrated.
She was arguing last time that she should be allowed to be frustrated, and as long as it's not an overt action at any player or official, that she feels like that should be allowed.
Right. Especially when it's directed toward yourself and your own,
How y'all feel, family, about Caitlin Clark being frustrated
being able
and
to
getting caught
also
a tech
stay in
for
it
it?
mentally is huge, and we're going to continue to see her grow, specifically in that area. She's frustrated a little bit with herself, a little bit with the refs, and showing that extra emotion isn't bad. It's just got to be timed, maybe in a little better place, but I'm not going to lie, Pat, I love it.
What is her sixth technical? So the next one would
Dang,
result in a one-game suspension. So she's got to avoid getting one here, at least the rest of this game and the rest of next game. We're not going to suspend her for the playoffs.
That's great. And that was going to be my next question, because that would be crucial. I mean, every minute counts, every player counts, and so being able to come back.
Mitchell turns the corner, flips it up, and gets it to go. But Kelsey Mitchell with an early 4 points here for Indiana. Coming off a 24-point night on Wednesday. Here is Young pulling up and knocking it down.
And this is going to be huge. The Aces realize that Caitlin Clark already has 2 fouls here early in the first quarter. You have to be able to come back and know where you're at.
Mitchell staying aggressive, and this has really been her story of the entire post-Olympic break. She scored 20 or more in 10 of those 11 games, leads all of the Eastern Conference in scoring, and only that woman right there is topped her, Asia Wilson.
Aces shooting them threes, bro.
I mean, my goodness. You can't stop it all. All you can do is make her shoot the most uncomfortable shot every single possession and hope she misses.
Clark too strong there on the floater. Clark already has the 3 assists. She is just one shy of tying the single season assist mark. Plum fire away and bury a 3. Las Vegas has taken their largest lead here of the first quarter. She is one shy of tying what Alyssa Thomas did a year ago. Caitlin Clark is. Now those are total numbers. Per game assist leader in league history.
Man. She look like she's trying to push it.
Oh, feed it inside and knocked away. Good defense there by Kia Stokes. Kelsey on Kelsey, 2 of the league's top scorers, 2 of college's top scorers. Wilson can't hit there.
Timeout. Man.
Clark. Oh, behind. Bounce pass. Backdoor. Kelsey Mitchell. Seemingly no angle, but Clark got it in there. And Las Vegas leads by 4. The WNBA Friday Night Spotlight is presented by State Farm.
You are my sunshine.
Oh, in commercial break, man. Caitlin Clark is all frustrated. It's only the first quarter. It's only 3 minutes and 52 seconds into the game. She got a tech. If I'm not mistaken, she got 2 techs. All you need is 6 technical fouls. You get a 1-game suspension. I mean, I feel like she just got to focus on her game, man. You know what I'm saying? Focus on her game and not let the misses or the mishaps get to her, man. And she'll be phenomenal. She just got to keep her head in the game. And I feel like everything else will come together. But she can't take it personal, bro. She just got to keep to it. Keep to it. Just keep working, you know. So that's my take on it. She got to keep working, man. Get frustrated too easily. But this commercial break is something. I believe they could pull it through, man. They could pull it through. They just gotta stop those threes, first of all. Those threes is out of hand, boy. Those threes is crazy. If they stop those threes and Caitlin Clark play her game, they could get a stop. They could get a good run, actually. But gotta stay focused, bro. How y'all feel, family? How y'all feel about it? How y'all feel about it, man? I'm curious.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Kelsey Casper.
Sheesh. What up, family?
Here yet again, and taking a look at the crowd tonight, I think there's plenty of Iowa gear in the stands compared to Fever and Aces, and their friendship has really translated to the next level after Caitlin was drafted #1 overall. Kate Martin going in the second round to the Aces, and I know there's a lot of excitement surrounding Caitlin Clark, but there is still plenty of buzz around Kate Martin as well. I was here on Wednesday. I saw several Martini shirts out and about, and I'm actually sitting next to her high school teacher who came all the way from Edwardsville to watch her. But this meetup always super anticipated. On Wednesday,
I feel like she could definitely pound the ball in. Alyssa Smith.
Hey, if you get into the game, make sure to come guard me. The two are also joined by former Iowa coaches Lisa Bluter and Jen Jensen to watch the two face off.
Kelsey, thank you. And yes, plenty of reasons for Iowa fans to be tuned in here tonight. Megan Gustafson, who was the 2019 National Player of the Year at Iowa, on the Aces roster as well. So plenty of Hawkeye affiliation in the building here tonight. See if Kate Martin gets some run here this evening. One of the handful of games she did not play this year on Wednesday.
Out her hands.
That one goes through the hands of Mitchell. Hayes touched it first, but off of Mitchell. And the Fever turn it over. This one felt a little choppy on Wednesday, and it similarly felt choppy here so far tonight.
Yeah, it is choppy.
I really want to credit to just the defensive end. I mean, these are both elite teams that have the ability to score high numbers, but they've really taken pride in each individual defensive plan.
They passing that ball, man. Them Aces passing that ball.
Stop whoever has the ball and put them in front of me.
Tiffany Hayes with that 14-point night on Wednesday helped lift the bench, which was a huge story in Las Vegas's victory. And Jackie Young working her way inside and finishing.
And let's not sleep on Jackie Young. She has the ability to score. And an Indiana native here, she's had some really good years to come here in Vegas as well. But just kind of seeing her and also playing around the home crowd has to feel good.
Mitchell to switch on to Wilson.
What the hell happened?
Shot clock down to 6. Cross-court pass. And out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
See, Hole stepped on the sideline. Jackie Young, who played at Notre Dame, is from Princeton High School here in Indiana. She's the all-time leading scorer, boys or girls. She passed Damon Bailey's iconic mark when she was here. And some of the other names high on that list: Stephanie White, Dana Evans, Skylar Diggins-Smith. And maybe not too much further down you find Bria Goss.
Hey, there it is. One thing about us, we were such a team-oriented. I might have only played about 18 out of the 36 minutes in high school, but we had such a great team, and just being able to go out and play for each other.
Bria missed basketball, just like Jackie Young.
And that's another thing. I mean, it's such a beautiful, prideful award to have. And not everybody gets it, so just how unique it is so amazing.
Oh, Kelsey Plum with the foul and the finish.
Bro, she eating tonight. They got to stop her, bro. She running in transition.
She a group that is locked in right now.
She is focused.
Yeah, they're on a mission. I mean, just
focused.
Hands down, want to win. I know they had a slow start to the last game. I'm sure that was something that they talked about, but Kelsey Plum, who probably wasn't too happy with her numbers as well, has that ability to go downhill, and that's one thing that the Fever has to stop.
On Wednesday, Plum and Jackie Young combined for just 15 points. It's the fewest they've combined for since 2021.
That's how you do it. She little. She lightweight. Alyssa Smith backing down Kelsey Plum. Boy. Look at Lexi.
One of the top backcourts in the WNBA, scoring anywhere near their averages, and to still come away victorious.
Kelsey up on Jackie.
That might be the type of game on Wednesday that the Aces can really use to propel themselves
that's Aaliyah Boston.
The season once the playoffs come around.
Oh, man.
Hayes
on the floor. Don't look too good.
Hayes, everything but the finish.
Boston don't look too good. Look shaking up.
Amongst the trees and is called for steps.
What a possession there. Just
Alyssa Smith eating. That's what you do. Little weight.
Look at Alyssa Smith just bullying her way down in the paint. It is a big
what happened with Boston?
Basketball. That's what that is, Alyssa Smith.
Oh, and Aaliyah Boston took an elbow to the face there.
Took an elbow to the face.
So she is going to head to the locker room. So Clark with the 2 fouls on the bench. Aaliyah Boston is
she backhanded. That's what she did. What she did.
It's going to be tough. I think being able to stay mentally in it, to have those players come on
Lexi
off the bench, ready to go. Focus,
I'm about to say, Lexi with Lexi all with the 3, boy. That's crazy.
Second quarter with high hopes.
Lexi Plum hot. Jackie and Kelsey Plum trying to get hot.
She's the league's leading 3-point shooter by percentages.
We got Kelsey Mitchell running down in transition.
Second half of the season, Jackie Young misses on
Alyssa Smith with the pick. Bounce off. Alyssa Smith got the ball. Jump shot. Asia Wilson break.
Wilson getting her first minutes.
You gotta get some rebounds, bro. Offensive rebounds.
Smith from the mid-range, off the mark. 75 points the Fever scored on Wednesday were the fewest they had had since game 13 of the season. Really
corner. How you leaving Kelsey Plum open, bro? That's a lethal shooter right there, bro. You cannot leave her open in the corner like that.
Wilson extra pass. Alicia Clark can't hit on a 3. He hit 4 of them on Wednesday.
Kelsey Mitchell with the ball. Caitlin Clark must be sitting out for a little bit. She is on the bench.
Just 13
Kelsey Mitchell with the drive.
Oh, man. Final possession here for the Fever.
First quarter over.
Gets by Colson, gets to the rim. Late contest there by Wilson.
They got a choppy. They got a choppy game, man.
And the Aces will take a 6-point lead.
They got to get some more offensive rebounds.
Friday Night Spotlight is presented.
They got to get some more offensive rebounds. They gotta play their game, man. They're not playing their game. Caitlin Clark already in the first quarter, already frustrated. Emotions in it. Aaliyah Boston, she's out. She's in the back right now. She's off the floor in the back getting, her medical assistance because she got elbowed in the mouth by Jackie on the Aces. So, man, this is crazy, but I don't see the confidence. I feel like they went into this already conflicted off of carrying that same energy from the lost Wednesday. I mean, it's from the lost Wednesday. God help me. Yeah, was it? It was Sunday, I think. Yeah, the loss. And man, I don't see no easy flowing. I don't see no offense that's even efficient when it comes to Indiana Fever. I can definitely see the Las Vegas Aces. They're definitely playing their game, man. They're passing. Everybody's touching the ball. Constant cutters. You got Kelsey Plum constantly cutting, getting backdoor, cutting off a transition. You got Jackie. She pushing the floor a little bit. Asia Wilson doing her thing. They playing their game and really locking in and being aggressive and pounding it in the paint. And the Fever, man, they just look clueless out there, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. They look clueless and they just look emotionally connected to the results and how the game turning out. I know Caitlin Clark is frustrated with the refs, but bro, to every great, bro, it happens, bro. These refs always giving a hard time, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But the crazy part is the Indiana Fever is never down by too much. You just gotta get it together, bro. Gotta lock in, bro. Like, you're on a commercial break right now. Once the commercial go, I will definitely put the volume back up so we can hear the game as I watch it right here on my tablet and give you guys my input and commentary and perspective on how I'm viewing the game. So, that's what I'm basically doing. And, yeah, man. So, it's already started in the second quarter on the, the browser and ESPN, but I'm watching it on Amazon Prime. I don't know. Some people watch it on the League Pass, WNBA League Pass, but I watch it on Amazon Prime, so they about to start it up. This year, all-time leading scorers, Caitlin Clark, 3,951. Kelsey Plum, 3,527. Ayesha Fair, 3,403. Kelsey Mitchell.
Here tonight. Clark is 1, Kelsey Plum 2. Kelsey Mitchell's 4, and worth noting, Deasia Fair drafted and did start the season in Las Vegas, and plenty of reason to think that she could get another chance here in the WNBA. 3 of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, Clark is back in off the bench. Give her a little break.
Here tonight. Clark is back on the floor.
Yep.
Those 2 fouls
that was
in
a
the first
good
quarter.
shot
Played just
from.
6 minutes. Bagbenlay deep position and lays it in.
I can't even say her name.
Best place to be
Back
when you're
in
approached. Just a
back in the
duck
day,
in.
I don't even know how to
The
say
defense
that.
is least
Bro.
expecting it. Just kind of go right in front of their face, post up, and then bump them back. It's going to be a nice, easy layup every time. Sometimes even
Kelsey.
a lunch.
Bagbenlay enjoying a nice stretch here of health, which she really hasn't had this year.
Yep,
3
yo,
separate
these
injuries.
aces could shoot,
Kept her
bro.
out for about half of the season. Coulson launches, too strong there on a 3. The Aces are just 1 of 8 from out there. Indiana 0 of 5 from the 3-point line. So both teams looking for their perimeter
I like that
shots.
bank shot. I like that bank shot.
Bagbenlay feed inside Dantas. Oh, the bank shot.
Dantas with the bank shot, baby.
Are open. What a great kiss off the glass there. And I'm telling you, that's not an easy shot. You have to make sure you drill that. And she just made it look like her bread and butter.
I'll start of the mid-range bank shots. See a whole lot of mid-range anymore, and you certainly don't see players going glass.
Exactly.
Dantas has a little bit of an old-fashioned game. Here's Gray through traffic. Good defense there by Clark.
Thought it was going to be back-to-back there.
Oh, with the 3. Oh, man. I love it. She came to play. Dantas came to play tonight. With the 3 in the bank shot, baby. Ooh. That energy, yeah, we need the right energy. We can win this game, baby. We can win this game, baby.
Off the bench as Indiana in front by 1. The WNBA Friday Night Spotlight is presented by
Yeah. We can win this game, baby. That was some needed energy coming into the second quarter, man. I thought it was going to take them to at least the second half to try to pick it up, but I'm glad. We on a commercial break, unfortunately, again. But man, she called a timeout, not even a minute. Coach Sides calling a timeout. She trying to check the energy here because the Indiana Fever coming with a different type of momentum, baby. I'm loving it, though. Dang. Already calling timeouts? That's not like her, bruh. So, man. But that's real coaching, man. When the momentum is messed up like that, and you see the other team picking the momentum, shoot, I'll call a timeout too, darn it. Shoot. Man. But we need this win, man. We need this win. The Indiana Fever need this win. But let's go, man. Come on, man. This is a commercial break. But the crazy part is they hit a timeout and came out with a 3. That's a way to come out of a timeout, boy. It's crazy, bro. Crazy. All right, man.
The WNBA on Ion is sponsored by Instacart and by United Healthcare, there for what matters. And by Splenda Stevia, grown on our
The
farm.
game is a little bit
Enjoy
delayed. I'm
at
watching
your
on
table.
Amazon Prime. I know the scoreboard on ESPN is a little bit faster. But they came out with the 3-point.
13 points in the first quarter, but they've already hit 3 shots here to open up the second as Kelsey Plum knocks
Kelsey
in a
Plum is
3.
lethal.
Out of the timeout, Becky Hammond's group responds with Plum's second three here of the evening. She's hit both of Las Vegas's. In fact, Benley on the drive. We thought there was some contact from behind. The whistle does not come.
She scores, she goes down.
And when you talk about tempo, it's not just about how fast you're running, getting down the court. It's also about how fast you shoot the ball and being able to go coast to coast.
Hayes with the step through and the finish. Clark staying with
pass from Kaylin Clark.
By Tiffany Hayes. So the
Kelsey
Aces
Mitchell gets
respond
the ball.
with 5 points. Indiana took the lead, and then Clark's pass is deflected by Hayes.
Good layout from Kelsey Mitchell.
Right, Mitchell weaving her way inside the left-handed bank shot.
Kelsey Mitchell going downhill. It's almost an automatic. I love her mid-range jump shot. I love the way that she's able to get downhill. She's so quick, so bouncy. You never really know what's going up.
Well, they're attacking Clark a lot. They know she's got the 2 fouls and can't play as aggressive as she'd like to.
Kaylin Clark can't drop no shot, bro.
The Becky Hammond timeout. Here's Clark, float shot. She's opened up 0 for 4.
Another 3, bro. Bro.
Gustafson left alone, and she
Gustafson made a 3 wide open. That's what I'm saying. The 3, the defense is crazy. And the Fever was up. I don't know what happened. 2 blinks ago, he was up. Now I don't know what happened.
So wide, we have so much ability to go.
Kaylin Clark with the and-one,
which is exactly where the Aces going to be.
A 10-2 response by the Aces. They will say that foul is on the floor.
Just weaving through. It's almost like cone drills right now for Kelsey Mitchell. It's so beautiful. And then right back. You got to be careful swiping down. Sometimes
this is crazy. 30 to 22.
Being able to stay disciplined and still know that Chelsea Gray going downhill is a huge factor. You got to be able to beat her to the spot and really make it a difficult shot off the glass.
Kaylin Clark with the ball. Kaylin Clark keep throwing a lot of bad passes, bro. These turnovers, bro. It's like 3 turnovers. It's like 2 turnovers in 1 quarter already.
And then a transition take foul against Indiana. Fever were hit with one of these on Wednesday night as well. And I feel like this could be something that as a young team, I know we're late in the season here, but it's a bigger adjustment. Granted, this one is on Dantas, but this is not a rule in the college game. And Dantas, who was not in the league last year, so this is her first year playing with this rule. You have to be really careful on fouling right when you give the ball.
Yeah, you do. And even if it's unintentional, they still have the ability to call it. So you have to be disciplined. You got to know where you're at. But anytime you stop that transition in any kind of way, they're ready to call it. I know that's a big move of the season for me, and I'm telling you, at least 3 times a year, I'm getting that call. I have yet to adjust to it.
The Aces have now matched their largest lead here at 8 points as Hayes on the drive, gets inside, but shot too strong. Well, hard to believe that we started this 2024 WNBA season with Tiffany Hayes not on a roster. That was because she announced her retirement. Now she's 34, and she said she was dealing with some personal issues and then ultimately decided she didn't want to let what she was going through define her basketball career as well. And Las Vegas welcomed her in with open arms. Absolutely, Tiffany Hayes. You can come here, come off the bench, and
I was about to say Kelsey Plum with it.
Potent group as is.
Right. I mean, she's going to be able to start on anybody else's team. Here she is coming off the bench, which is a completely different role, but she has really embraced it.
This one's starting to get just a little bit chippy here.
Yo, what happened to this deal? They literally bumped Kelsey Mitchell and then called it.
The basket is always a battle there. And she is, like you said, she's 34 years old. You see her hustling. You see her trying to make those hustle plays, which you don't always see, but being able to come back.
The defense there by Kelsey Plum, who got a piece. Fever talked about it on Wednesday. They struggled with the physicality of the Aces, something they want to improve upon here tonight.
Yeah, they trying to chuck up threes. But they ain't dropping. That's the Mitchell made it 3. And that's what made it 25-30. It's 32-27 on ESPN.
What a game Kelsey Mitchell is having right now with her 11th point. And she looks so smooth. Nothing is rushed. Everything is on her time.
Great way
to really shot fake, get the defense in the air, and come back and knock it down.
Well, it's the poise from her that I think is so impressive. She didn't force that shot up here.
Right. I mean, beautiful shot fake. She knew somebody was coming. And look at that celebration. It's just
Man, we got to keep the energy right for Indiana Fever, man.
She's such a sniper type of player, being able to score in so many different ways.
I'm telling you, the Aces are on everything defensively. Everything.
Leah Boston is back in for
Leah Boston back from that elbow
back
thing.
to the locker room after taking an elbow to the face. Well, if you're Indiana, you've survived a lot here in the early going. A couple early fouls from Clark. Boston leading the game. Trailed by as many as 8. I think Indiana has to feel like they're in a pretty good spot here, all things considered.
Yeah, you really do. And you can feed off the energy, not just from the crowd, but knowing that people are coming in.
It's crazy, man.
Mitchell shot out
They
of
could beat this team, man. Indiana Fever could beat this team.
Mitchell is a dangerous Mitchell. It is going to go in 85% of the time, every time she gets that speed going downhill.
It's Gray the other way and finishes. Good to see that burst of speed from Chelsea Gray. We're coming back to 100% from that foot injury.
Caitlin just cannot make a shot tonight, bro.
Big step back there.
She can't drop.
Continues to skip out on her. Now those shots, they're right there. It's not a big adjustment
The
for
Aces,
her
bro, they make them
to get them
threes,
to
bro.
drop. You want her to stay confident.
Plum passed it over to Young.
Pass, and Young drops a 3.
Yeah, this is how lethal Aja Wilson is. She set that screen.
That's another. That's like 3 turnovers from Caitlin Clark in the second half. Well, I mean, yeah, in the second quarter. Sorry, not second half.
Knocking it down wide open and knocked it down.
Mitchell and Boston not on the same page. The Fever turn it over.
Just miscommunication there with the Aces. You got to be able to know where she's at and really try to cut her off the best you can, making it extremely difficult for her to score.
Mitchell has 13 of Indiana's 27, but the Fever, they are looking for offense elsewhere. They've had just 6 shots fall outside of Kelsey Mitchell's shots.
Kelsey Mitchell hit 2 threes, I believe, this second quarter.
Outside of Mitchell, but she's open and splashes home 3 more.
That's why it's 30-35. Kelsey Mitchell with these threes, man. She be coming through in vital moments to keep it in the game, man. Yeah.
Caitlin Clark has 6 assists, has set the record. The WNBA Friday Night Spotlight is presented by State Farm.
Commercial's crazy. Man, oh man, what y'all think about this game, family? This joint crazy. Like, Caitlin Clark is not. She is not feeling it tonight. She is all the way frustrated. All the way. We got the timeout from the Aces. As much as Indiana Fever pull away. And then, you know, the Indiana Fever end up coming back. And then every time the Indiana Fever creep back up or gain some lead, the Aces call the timeout. And like come out in second gear, come out in full gear again, pressing the pedal to the metal. So Caitlin Clark is clearly frustrated though. So the last 2 games, Caitlin Clark been chunking bricks. I don't think nobody have offensive rebounds this game. It's crazy. Man, it's commercials, man, but shout out to Caitlin Clark for the all-time assist record. But most importantly, we got to get this win, man. We got to get this dub. You know, and we got to stay focused. I feel like as through our games, I feel like CC just needs to gain that game time maturity where her emotions is not involved so much. you know. A lot of turnovers. I feel like by the end of the season, there'll be no more. I feel like they're gonna get rid of some people. Okay, I'm gonna turn the volume up, family.
Moments ago, Caitlin Clark setting the WNBA's all-time single-season total assist record.
Kelsey Plum fell to the floor.
And back within 5 here as they are hanging around. Plum gets inside and draws the foul.
I feel like Chrissy Sides is going to be fired after this season. Or the Indiana Fever.
It's the team third. To the line now for the Aces. Kelsey Plum. 2 shots.
Plum off to a nice start here tonight. 9 points. 9-point game on Wednesday. Coming up in our late game, it's the WNBA on Ion's season finale. As Alyssa Thomas and the Connecticut Sun head to Phoenix to take on Diana Taurasi.
Caitlin Clark coming down the floor.
Now, both of these teams will be watching that game because Las Vegas still could get up to 3. They would like Connecticut to lose. Indiana would like Connecticut to win because with a win today for Indiana and a Connecticut victory over Phoenix, Indiana could lock down the 6th seed. Mitchell missing inside through traffic.
Look at the hustle back there from Kelsey Mitchell, not taking any plays off.
And travel is the call.
I figured that was a travel.
Here's a look at our Subaru drive to the basket.
I feel like Rush is not doing good. And calling the calls, bro. He's getting banged up and nobody calling them.
Finish as well. Just one thing about having
nice moves,
it doesn't really mean much if you don't finish. And she's finishing through.
Alexis Smith with the,
that was beautiful basketball.
And she misses and get the foul.
Still looking for her first points tonight. Here's Hull feeding inside to Smith. Spinning on Wilson. Drop step and a foul. Smith will head back to the free throw line.
Alexis Smith on the free throw line now.
This is where she struggled a little bit in her season. Just being able to have confidence. I think free throws by itself is at least 75% confidence.
Come on, man.
And then the rest are just
gotta make your free throws, bro.
And having it. I know it's frustrating when you don't see a few go down, and especially when you're practicing them day in and day out. But it's all about relaxation, having that confidence, knowing it's going to go in. What she does have to do so. When you're at the line, you want to reward yourself.
It felt like a blowout, but it's not when it comes to Indiana Fever case.
Here tonight, Indiana is 1 of 6 from the line. You look at that and you say, if they're shooting about their averages, this is a 1 or 2 point game. That was a major issue for them on Wednesday as well. Something Christy Side spotlighted after the game.
So they better watch Kelsey Plum, bro. She be getting open,
really
bro.
hard to beat teams this good.
Caitlin Clark with the,
you're not cashing
they didn't give her a foul. I keep telling you can't play like Luka Doncic, Caitlin Clark. You can't just be doing stuff to anticipate a foul. You just got to play your game. The officials are horrible.
On Clark, which is her 3rd.
That's tough. That is going to be tough. Mentally, not only mentally, but also having to play through with 3 fouls. She kind of dipped in just a little bit. But they are looking at her to see what the reaction is going to be.
So Clark, after a frustrating first half, worth noting, 6 assists and the new single-season record holder for total assists. So she's been impactful, but frustrating from a foul perspective and with her shots. Likely on the bench here the rest of the way. 2 more for Asia Wilson. She's got 8 here in the first half.
Smith. Why would you pass it to Aaliyah Boston when she's literally double with 2 defenders on her? Why would you think you could pass it in the middle when you got 2 defenders on the side of her?
Hit off of Las Vegas last. We'll stay here with Indiana. We played.
Okay, we get the ball back. Kelsey Mitchell. We got inbound.
These 2 teams Wednesday and tonight. Now Indiana's had some stretches, some 2 and 3 possession stretches, but we've really yet to see this offense.
Smith get the rebound back after the miss.
or have extended periods
Leah
of success
Boston got
as
the
Wheeler
ball.
can't hit on a three.
You trapping Aaliyah Boston.
Gonna be tough here with Clark not on the floor for the
This
final
gonna be
90
jump ball.
seconds. Boston backing her way in. Now it's Boston seeing the
Gray.
double team. And it was ripped out of there
Gray
by
and
Chelsea Gray. And Boston and Gray still
Chelsea
battling
Gray
for
and
the
Aaliyah
whistle.
Boston
Jump ball is the call.
going at it, man. Jump ball.
And see, the physicality of the Aces, like that is their style of basketball. I don't think it's dirty. I think it's just with a lot of passion. That's how they get fired up. It's all about the fight with this team. And you see her teammates going, nodding their heads
Yeah, the
along
Fever
with
get
her.
the ball.
But you have to be able to play your style of basketball. And I know they thrive in the tempo. See if you can get some easy buckets in transition.
And a foul there on Stokes.
Wheeler
as Wheeler
gets
was
the
trying
foul.
to turn the corner. I think it's a really
Go
a big
to free
credit to
throws.
Becky Hammond and their coaching staff, because oftentimes you have teams that assemble all this talent and they're not exactly the grittiest teams. They try to get it done with their high levels of talent. It's no question the Aces have as much talent as anybody in the league, but they bring it. Their physicality is unquestioned too.
Day
Wheeler
in
made
and
the
day
first free
out. And I
throw.
know, and I can only wish to see a real practice between them and how hard they go against each other, because I know that's something that fuels the fire. They want to go extremely hard so that when they come to the game, they've already been through the physicality. So they're used to playing this style of basketball. And again, it's not dirty. It's just with
Wheeler
so
with
much
the second
passion, so
free
much
throw.
love for the game.
32-38
like you said,
in my
some
case.
teams, it's just about the talent. They're all about getting better every time they step on the floor.
So Wheeler hits the 2 free throws, and it's a 6-point lead for the Aces, who kind of held the Fever at an arm's length. The Fever had a couple of brief
keep
leads in the
leaving.
first quarter. A
People
very
open on them
brief
corner
one
threes, bro.
early in the second. Clark is open, and
Clark
Alicia
made
Clark
it.
hits
Alicia
a three.
Clark made a 3-point.
Beautiful offense there.
In the
Just
corner.
a simple backdoor cut. Just left that corner wide open. You got to be able to communicate.
Chelsea Mitchell with the corner 3.
Mitchell working on Plum, buries a 3. And it is her third of the first half. She's got 19.
We've seen this a few times from Mitchell, but that was just a beautiful heat check. One of those shots where did you really need it? But as long as it goes in, it's a great shot.
Well, how
Chelsea
vital
Mitchell
has
with the
Mitchell
ball.
been? Because this offense has really otherwise been pretty out of sync, and Mitchell has almost literally put this team on her shoulders
That's quick
here.
3. She's
Nobody
getting
else
deflected, bro.
has more than 5 points. That time her shot was blocked as Wilson with a late contest. And the Aces have numbers as Young pushes ahead. Wilson puts on the brakes and lays it in.
That's the thing about those
Really?
threes. Sometimes it's those long balls, having to have a
Yeah,
hard
Boston
time
trying to make
rebounding.
2 to 3.
Such a long ball, you have to be able to go.
In
with
halftime.
Wheeler's got to hurry outside for Boston, who
35,
launches
43.
and can't connect on a 3. And the Aces will take an 8-point lead here into halftime. And really a balanced effort here for Las Vegas, which is how Becky Hammond likes to see it. 10 for Plum, 10 for Wilson. Jackie Young had 7 points, 6 points and 4 assists for Chelsea Gray. And let's send it down courtside as Kelsey Plum is with Kelsey Casper.
All right, Kelsey, let's start with defense. You held the Fever to just 13 first quarter points. What did you like about the way your team came out on that side of the ball? I don't know. Come back to me later. It seemed, though, every time the Fever got back into the game, your team found a response. How? We have good players. I think that for us, we just got to figure out how to get stops. I mean, Kelsey's hitting tough shots. So I don't know adjustments in halftime, but, got to keep playing hard, keep rebounding the ball, and keep sharing the ball. Appreciate it. Thank you.
The Kelseys are shining here tonight. Plum with 10 points. She's knocked down a couple of 3-pointers. And Kelsey Mitchell.
I think she's trying to find a way to
19 leading
defend
the Fever.
Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Plum, Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell can only do so much. She's only 19 from the 35 of the 35 points. Tough case, man. AJ Wilson got 10. Kelsey Plum got 10. It's not like anybody's going off. So AJ Wilson not going off. But Indiana Fever looked Indiana Fever looked terrible, and the frustration, let alone the fouls, on top of the free throws not being made and no shots really landing. Caitlin Clark shots ain't landing. She just had a whole tough first half. Man, you're getting hammered, man. But I believe the third quarter, the Indiana Fever will pick it up. They usually pick it up within the second half. The first half, they always have issues. They usually start off maybe good or fast at the first quarter and within the first half, but then they end up going downhill. But Caitlin Clark shot looked terrible because she was trying to draw the foul. So I'm guessing from her position she would get a foul, but they did the opposite and called it against her. So I think her trying to do those things to try to make a foul and create one. I think they're so busy watching Caitlin Clark reaction to things where it's actually working against her, and she needs to stop pulling a Luka Doncic like in the NBA, trying to look for to see what play they'll call or what would they call him to be considered a foul, to try to draw the foul. So yeah. I feel like their referees or officials don't take sides serious. So I feel like she doesn't advocate for her players as hard either. I just feel like Chrissy's side, they're gonna get rid of her in the Indiana Fever. So I don't know how could the third quarter get any worse, man. But it's not even a blowout. That's the crazy part. Indiana Fever could pull this out. They could win. But it's just crazy, man. It's the halftime.
Defensively, they held Indiana to 13 points in that first quarter. But Caitlin Clark can't get a clean look right now. She has somebody on her anytime she catches the ball. 0 for 5 in the first half and 3 fouls. Indiana's really frustrated right now because of Vegas' defense.
Yeah, the Fever haven't been able to get into a flow, but one person who has been able to get into a flow, Kelsey Mitchell.
Yeah.
She is putting the team on her back at this point. 13
she only could
points
do so
in the
much,
second
man.
quarter out of her 19 points. So let's see how she's done it, because she's gotten her way inside by her quick feet. Look at this. She is slicing and dicing her defenders every single time, getting Kelsey Plum on her back, using her quickness to get Megan off her feet. So making sure that she's using her size to her advantage. And look at this. You have not one, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 aces jerseys around you. Does that phase Kelsey? Not at all.
Kelsey Mitchell done scored with 4 aces jerseys around her defensively. That's wild.
So far, you have Boston and also Clark only playing 14 minutes. We saw Leah Boston go out with the elbow to a face, so they're trying to get back in the flow, but Kelsey's been able to help them do that.
Mitchell has such a quick release. She can go.
Kelsey is bringing the energy, though.
Still get a shot off. She's been that little spark for Indiana. They need more from her in the second half.
Yeah, by the way, Caitlin Clark, 6 assists. She becomes the WNBA's all-time single-season assist leader. However, scoreless in 14 minutes. You mentioned Leah Boston out for a moment. Only 4 points for her as Indiana is down at halftime. 43-35.
We got the halftime show going on. It's interesting, man. You got Caitlin Clark got 3. No. Caitlin Clark got 0 points. Nelisha Smith got 3. Leah Boston got 4. Kelsey Mitchell got 19. I mean, she carrying. Can't do it all by herself. Then you got Aja Wilson. She got 10, but she not really going off. Like, you got Gray. She got 6. You got Kelsey Plum. They got 10. You know, so I feel like the Indiana Fever definitely doing horrible with their free throws. Man. I don't know, man. Yeah, I think Caitlin Clark will even stay in the WNBA or she go overseas, but how would they see her? But I know this is Caitlin Clark's dream. She don't want to come off as weak leaving the WNBA. Refs giving her a hard time, man. Chrissy Side, she's a horrible coach. I feel like CC does need a left hand. She dribbles to the right and goes to the right a lot. I feel like the WNBA is fumbling when it comes to Caitlin Clark, though, because I feel like it would be a great season with Caitlin Clark being in the WNBA. But I feel like some of these people would rather lose and go back to the things that they were with nobody watching. As long as Caitlin Clark didn't get the credit for it. As far as her going overseas or playing, some of the countries are off the hook. When Caitlin Clark go to China and then she make a mistake and sneeze wrong, and then we're trying to figure out how to get her back and get her out of China. I don't know. Not trying to get on to the political tip, but just thinking about it. I don't know, man. Then a lot of people bullying and pushing around Caitlin Clark and getting away with it. I can understand when you try to bully someone and they get riled up. You know what I'm saying?
And Indiana, 43-35. Your thoughts on the second half?
Indiana has to find ways to get out in transition. The Fever are at their best when they can play fast, get everybody involved, and spread the floor. They have to keep Vegas to one and done, then get out and run.
And I love the balance that the Aces are showcasing right now, moving the ball side to side, getting the Fever in multiple rotations to find the open bucket. It's been outside of Asia for that balance, who is quietly approaching a double-double, but you've had Jackie Young hit some big shots, Kelsey Plum. It's been balanced so far.
And we've talked about Indiana. One of their super strengths since the Olympic break has been they've been in sync. They are not in sync right now. Vegas doing a great job of keeping them off their game, and right now they have an 8-point lead to show for it. Still at halftime, but they are about
they
to
are
get
not in
started
sync.
moments away. The second half in Indiana, Fever down by 8.
We gotta get it together, man. Do you think a lot of people gonna lose interest in the WNBA because of the refs? I believe that the Indiana Fever could turn this around. I don't know, man. I'm starting to question if the Indiana Fever. I mean, they're going if they be in the playoffs, is it going to be too hard for them? Ben's on. They've got to fight through the refs, and they coach don't. Our coach don't have much of a backbone, Chrissy size. But I don't know, man. I think the Indiana Fever will push through, though. I think Indiana Fever play the Mystics on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern on Amazon Prime, which I'm watching on. But let's go, man. You know, looking back, got to turn the page, got to stay focused. It's an 8-point game. Got to stay out of foul trouble and keep pushing through.
Or visit the WNBA
Let's get it.
app. Let's check in with Kelsey Casper.
Well, guys, the insanity of this season for the Indiana Fever began when Caitlin Clark was drafted here all the way back on April 15th, and it really hasn't stopped since then. Over the course of the season, the fans here in Indianapolis have shown up and created what many players have called a playoff atmosphere. The Fever lead the league in attendance and broke their own franchise record over a month ago, as this team has seen over a 200% increase in attendance so far this season. And coming into this series, Fever head coach Christy Side said they are treating this like a playoff series. They're playing the reigning champs twice in 3 games, which mimics a playoff feel, but it's also the fans in this building that are creating a high-intensity atmosphere to give this young Fever team a taste of what's ahead.
Kelsey, thank you. And just announced the 15th sellout here of the season at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. One more home game coming in what has just been an astonishing 2024 season in every way measurable, including the Fever's production on the court. They've won more games this year than they did the previous 2 seasons combined. They're playoff bound, but where will they be? Where will Las Vegas be? There, Jackie Young knocks down the opening shot here of the 3rd quarter. The Aces are trying to lock up home court advantage.
What are you doing?
Indiana trying to put the finishing touches on the 6
These deflections, man.
Passes deflected and stolen there by Kia Stokes. Young leaves it back. Gray thought about the 3. Post entry to Wilson, who faces, fires, and leaves it short.
Wesley Mitchell coming down.
And the Fever get reset offensively. Back-to-back first halves against the Aces where they scored just 35 points.
Mitchell screen for what's a pick for Taylor Clark. Taylor Clark misses the top of the line to top it out.
She had her first scoreless first half of the year.
They double team the Kelsey Plum, it looked like.
Spinning her way into traffic.
Still someone open on 3.
Gray left open. And
Gray
buries a 3.
Gray, Alda Wilson, and Kelsey Plum, bro. They be carrying.
As the Aces have opened up with the first 5 of the third quarter, and they've gone up by double digits here
Come
for
on,
the first
bro.
time tonight.
Where's the energy in this game, bro? There's too many pocket holes, too many loopholes within the defense from the Indiana Fever, bro. I didn't wonder why they taking this L like that, bro. Caitlin Clark really only got 3 points, bro. She need to drop, bro. She got to drop some points. It's wild, man. It's crazy. Commercial breaks. I feel like it's terrible refs, terrible coaching, terrible plays, man. But I hope I'm wrong, but if I had to guess is Alyssa Smith is going to be in, and I don't know what she tall for, man. She tall for nothing. You know them bigs that be tall for nothing? It's crazy. I think the Aces physicality is testing Alyssa Smith, and when Alyssa Smith tries to go strong, the refs don't call it. So, I don't know, man. I think the whole thing of it, the Aces is to get an Indiana Fever head, and it's working. It's working. Man. Man, I feel like they playing bully ball. But we still on this commercial break. It's 48-39. How y'all feel about Kelsey Mitchell? Kelsey Mitchell been carrying, man. She got to keep shooting and build her confidence back, staying focused, man. Let's go. We back in there.
The WNBA thanks its changemaker partners, AT&T, CarMax, Deloitte, Google, Nike, and U.S. Bank for their unparalleled support and dedication toward uplifting the league and WNBA players. Indiana has been one of the top teams in the WNBA out of the Olympic break. Caitlin Clark has helped lead this group to an 8-3 run, but they're facing some real adversity here tonight.
Yeah, it's all about the mental toughness right now. They've been down by more points in the second half already, so they have the ability to come back. But being able to stay mentally strong, take one possession at a time, and that's a great start there by Aaliyah Boston. Maybe see if you can get her going, get that energy back going, get the momentum back going, to see if they can get things turned around before it gets too ugly.
On Sunday, the Fever overcame a 16-point deficit here against Atlanta, come from behind win in overtime.
Kelsey Plum
It's a completely different story trying to do it against Las Vegas. Being the 4 Olympic gold medalists and the 2-time defending WNBA champs.
The ball to Aaliyah Boston.
Bouncing.
Boston with the shot, 2 points.
Nice 2 in a row there. I know she's feeling that confidence. But you've seen it time and time again. That Clark to Boston effect right there, right below the free throw line is exactly where they thrive.
Fever, a little 4-0 burst here out of the timeout. They pulled back within 9 in single digits. Young sidesteps Hole and leaves the 3-ball away shorts. Boston had a little trouble offensively here against the Aces. Good to see her get going. If you're
Clark with the layup.
Man,
nice to see.
Great job by Boston, but here we go. Caitlin Clark getting her first bucket. Sometimes the shooters, you only need to see one go through. Yeah, it wasn't a shot, but it was a good job, good downhill. See if you can wake something up inside of you to really get that confidence back as well.
Yeah, we'll see if that's what Clark needed to get going. Oh, Chelsea Gray, showtime, and Young with the and one.
Chelsea Gray going off, bro.
Reels from point guard.
The aggression, bro.
If you haven't been able to see her
Lexi Hall, look at that pass.
The back, no look is highlight material. What a great way. And I know she's probably practicing.
But no
She
looks
also
fast.
celebrated as if she was the one to score
great.
those
That's
points.
crazy.
We've got two of the best passers in the world here on the floor today. Chelsea Gray, 5 assists, none prettier than that.
41, bro.
Clark has 7. Indiana trying to get her going offensively. And that's a foul on Jackie Young.
Jackie Young with the
Clark
foul.
was trying to free herself. Clark does have the 3 fouls. She picked up her 3rd. Also has a technical here. She cannot afford to get another one the rest of the regular season.
Chelsea Mitchell got the ball.
Mitchell off the screen, the bounce from Clark. And Plum nearly picked her pocket and just got a bit of Mitchell while doing it. That was nearly really nifty.
Yeah, it was. We talked about the chippiness of this, but it's really a lot of hard defense there. Chelsea Plum going. It's almost like she kind of read that too. I know I've seen that. Her ability to go behind the back, go the same direction. With a great scout there by Chelsea Plum, but she just got away with it. That was beautiful basketball.
Clark on the drive, muscling her way inside. Dangerous pass, and it's knocked away and stolen. Gray,
Plum,
fire ahead.
ball.
Plum gets underneath it, too far under. Fire inside. Stokes couldn't handle it. Maybe got away with a travel, but then turns it over.
He did hit travel.
This is the Aces' 6th turnover here tonight. They've taken good care of the ball. Clark
Listen,
inside.
Smith, bro. You need to
Smith
go more
off the
aggressive.
shoot tops, fires it up there over Wilson, who defended that one well. A chaotic out here right now. Both coaches wanting foul calls.
It's a little unorthodox. This is where your veteran leadership really comes in. Really try to settle everybody down. See if you can make a good play.
And
Chelsea
traveling is called on Gray.
Traveling called
Fever
on
are
Chelsea Gray.
trying so hard right now to pick up the pace, to start to get this offense engaged. Just 6 points here in the 3rd after a 35-point quarter. Trying to push through and get their offense to the level where it's been most of the
Mitchell with the
season
ball,
here.
passes to Caitlin Clark up top. Caitlin Clark with the top 3,
Clark
misses.
launches. She thought she had it.
No, those are shots that she normally takes, normally makes, and seeing the frustration on her face really says it all. But let's see if she can turn things around. See, yes, shots aren't falling. What else do you have your back that
man,
you can
she
lead
made
your
it
team
with
with?
the
She
under
has
the-
plenty.
Oh, Plum with the
Oh, my
reverse
goodness, bro.
and the high banker. Plum's had a good night here tonight. 12 points. She and Jackie Young leading the way out of that backcourt.
Caitlin Clark with the 3. What that's like?
Just missed one. Come
7
right back
points?
down with a
Wait.
pretty heat check. Maybe again, that's that one. Maybe to
8
see her
points
going.
from
Her
Caitlin
teammates
Clark.
are fired up. You want to
One
be able to
three,
see
one
her play
layup
well and
from
see if you
Caitlin
can
Clark.
get this going.
Third quarter.
Everybody stops on this end, and
Dang.
Gray is wide open and answers with a
Chelsea
3
Gray,
of her
man.
own.
Just a few minutes ago, or a few moments ago, rather, you noticed that Plum
No foul.
and Jackie both have the ability
Caitlin
to
Clark
score.
made the
Here's yet
shot.
another big shot by a big-time player to really get her going. There's still plenty of basketball to be played.
Clark's starting to heat up a little
7
bit
points,
here.
2 rebounds.
Indiana needed stops on this end of the floor. Stokes launches. And this is
Caitlin
on a
Clark
3 ball. She
pushing it
can
down.
hit those,
Let's
but
go.
Indiana probably okay
Oh.
with that shot. Clark behind the
Oh.
back. And traveling on Indiana. She and Boston not on the same page there.
Man, that's off-balance shot, but still, if you notice, she's still in rhythm. Even though it's a little bit to the right there, she still has a great way of really squaring it up.
Caitlin Clark is frustrated. They
7
ain't even
points,
calling the fouls,
7
man.
assists here for Clark. All those 7 have come in the 3rd quarter. They've come here in the first 5 minutes of the 3rd. It's a good sign for Indiana. Wilson switch on to Clark. Tries to attack her.
Oh,
Driving
man.
into Mitchell, who sticks right with her. Extra pass. It's Clark open for 3.
Good
Oh, you
rebound,
barely
Lexi.
ever get away with that. She is a sharp shooter, but
Come on, Caitlin, push it. Well, listen, Smith, man, she need to get off the floor, bro. I need Timmy in this joint.
Might have had a moment with Vegas out of position there.
Yeah,
Couldn't take
Caitlin trying
advantage.
to.
Clark spinning inside, fading. Young rises and misses on a 3-ball.
Yeah, Alexi with the ball.
Aces have done such a good job of getting back defensively.
Casey Mitchell with the 3.
Mitchell putting on the moves. 19 points. All of those came in the first half.
Casey Plum with the ball, driving in front of Mitchell.
I'm glad you mentioned that
Oh,
tempo.
Caitlin Clark with the steals. Cookies. Running down. Pass Aja Wilson
Which again, they play
with
so
the
well
layup.
in transition.
Okay.
Not only because
Like
they
that.
get easy buckets, quick buckets, but it almost feels that sometimes on a made
bucket.
bucket, they're still pushing it out to run. So that's what you want to see, especially on that defensive end. See if you can get some stops and easy scores.
So Clark has pulled Indiana back within 8. Young probing, leaning in. No whistle. That was knocked out of bounds off of Hull.
We talked about
I like
the
how
defense.
Caitlin Clark got that
Where was
steal.
she going to stand in the defense? And as time has gone by, she's done a great job, pretty inside finish as well, to really get this crowd back into it. But Clark isn't that type of player to back down. You might be able to cause her problems, slow her down a little bit, but you better believe she's going to come back tenfold.
That was a great shot underneath the basket there. The degree of difficulty on that layup was a lot more difficult than I think and a lot of people realize live. She kind of tried to wrong foot Asia Wilson there as she was going to the rim.
It was a great
Asia
shot
Wilson
blocker.
with
So
the
you
ball.
need to try to get that timing a little bit different. so that she
Casey
can
Plum
go
air ball.
Boston hounding Wilson and Clark with the good closeout. Indiana starting to sink their teeth in just a little bit defensively
Yeah, gotta
here.
stay good defensive. Make your defense be offense. Or make your defense make your offense. Defense win games. They put Wheeler in. Indiana, man, come on.
You can be able to switch 2 or 3 different defenders on Clark. Now, Tiffany Haynes is
Leah, back it down.
athletic.
Good
but
shot,
you're gonna be able
Leah.
to give that break to Jackie Young.
That's when they made it 50-56.
And Indiana back within 6. It's the closest the Fever have been in the second half.
What happened?
You talk about poise. And again, I know Dawn Staley's at home eating her popcorn, just enjoying the show that both of her former players have put on. I think being able to see and how special that is. South Carolina is a great basketball school.
Okay, now the inbound.
Produce basketball MVPs.
Aja Wilson with the shot.
High passion.
Misses.
Here is Wilson missing from the mid-range. In fact, Bentley comes down with a
Clark
rebound,
come down.
and Clark turns on the Jets.
Ooh, Caitlin Clark got a rhythm, baby. That's what made that 52-56, baby.
The shot's not falling. How can I score different ways?
Yo, every time the Caitlin Clark, she said, "Let's go." I love that energy, baby. Bring it on, baby. Bring it on. Every time the Indiana Fever gets some rhythm, the Aces go right and call timeout. Like, hold up. Get it together now.
And all it took was one to go from
Come on,
Clark,
man.
and it's like a light switch.
Like I said, Indiana can win this game, baby.
Something, I wish they would have studies about it, but as soon as you see one go in, it's almost like something awakens. Yeah, I remember. I know how to play this game.
They usually score out of the timeouts, man.
And this downhill, high off the glass.
They can play. Get a stop.
Right here is absolutely.
That's it. Caitlin Clark got 11 points, 5 for 13, 3.1 for 5, 7 assists.
To go along with it as well. And you talked about her facing some adversity, but also her confidence level and just that killer mentality that she brings. You're never worried when she's struggling with her shot.
No, you really don't. And if you've watched her play, not only at this level, but in the college level as well, where adversity has struck, she
All right,
keeps
man,
her head.
timeout
She
over.
loves the game. She respects the game. But she did the work, which should always give that player the confidence. If you didn't do the work, you're having struggles, okay, you might have a little bit of a pushback. But if you know you've done the work, it's all about being who you are. And you better believe Caitlin Clark is always going to be Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever.
All right, inbound.
Here on
We got 2 minutes, third quarter. What I'm looking at. Lexi Hall, stay on her. We got Jackie Young. Aja Wilson.
Wilson with the handoff to Young.
Young.
Sydney Colson driving on Clark. Clark sticks with her feet inside. It's Tiffany Hayes with the shot clock at 1.
Man, the degree of difficulty on that pass. I
mean,
everybody was in the
down the ball.
with all kinds of hands.
Where's Kelsey Mitchell, bro?
Get it to her teammates, set her up for success. I think that was great.
Aces went 3 minutes, 15
Willer
seconds
be doing too much
bucket.
dancing for me.
Looked like they might be headed for more when Hayes bails out the Aces with a
Come on,
beautiful
bro, what
move
are
on
you
the
doing?
baseline, and now Fagbenle couldn't handle that.
I feel like Chrissy Side be putting the wrong people at vital moments, bro.
Hayes on the drive, falls to the floor. That's off of Clark. Now, worth noting, just falling to the ground alone is not enough to get you for a travel.
Falling on the ground, not enough to get
Exactly where to put the ball. What a beautiful move, too, going downhill. What a great way to cut her off. But those eyes up, that's why you always want to practice your drills. Full speed, eyes up, so you can make passes like Sydney Colson.
There are a lot of people arguing for travel on that play.
I think they could go in with a tie game. I think we can go into the fourth quarter with a tie game.
That's not a travel because it's viewed as you gain no advantage by falling to the ground.
Right.
What the hell? No advantage of falling to the
She
ground.
stayed with it even though she was on the ground. Really tried to make a play there, too.
Jackie Young hit with the loose ball foul there off the miss. This feels like a big final 61 seconds here.
Right. And
Come
there's
on,
still
bro.
a whole nother 10 minutes to play. It could be anybody's game. I know the Fever is fired up specifically because they want to play.
Is Lexi Hall's birthday?
Every single team. And you noticed that. You mentioned that a little earlier. It's the
25.
only team they haven't beat this season, which is warrants
Dylan Clark
enough
coming down with the
to play
ball.
hard. Being able to finish out his last
With the three?
little bit.
That was nice.
Hits a three.
And there it is. Again, one time after another. It
55, 58, 42 seconds, 41 seconds, 40.
You hear it, being able to go in through the adversity. Welcome back, Peyton Clark.
14 points in the third quarter, and Clark's pulled Indiana
Clark
back
got
within
the
three.
defensive rebound.
Lexi
Lexi Hall with the
as Clark
got the
feeds
foul.
ahead. Hull gets inside. Fagbenle couldn't finish. You can't hear the whistles in this building. But there was a foul, I think, on the whole attempt. And this is signature. Vintage, if you will. I don't know if you can be vintage at age 22.
Not Kayla Clark with the tongue out.
With the tongue out is becoming her signature.
With the tongue out, though.
It's making that move. She got it up so quick, I couldn't even stop. But being able to see that time and time, even though that is her bread and butter, I don't think I'll ever get tired of seeing it.
At the half, Indiana Fever was down by 8. That's crazy.
That for 15 years
That's
here, and it
make her
would
free throw.
never for a second get old.
The crazy part is it was 57-58 in the third quarter at 24 seconds. Lexi Hall made her 2 free
So much
throws.
excitement here to the Fever, to the WNBA this year. Indiana back within a point. Fever have only led just briefly a couple times here tonight.
They would
It's
have.
early in the second quarter.
No threes.
Seconds between shot clock and game clock. Gray shot fakes the three.
Oh my goodness.
Gray pulling up over
That's
Clark.
great,
Tough
bro.
shots. And Gray gets it to go. That was defended well. Still
It
some
was
time
defended
here.
well.
Maybe one more look for Clark.
Dylan Clark trying to shoot it. Right.
And Clark can't get it off. Defended well there by
57-60.
Jackie Young. But Clark shines in the third. 14 points. And this step back. It's a 3-point game after 3 from Indy.
All we need is 2 possessions to score, get some stops, and we can get 2 free throws, man. You can gain the lead. Man. Come on, man. CC was 0 points going into the locker room, right? 14 now. Let me see. Alyssa Smith had 7 rebounds. Alyssa Smith, 3 points. Aaliyah Boston, 10 points. Kelsey Mitchell, 19. Lexi Hall, 2. Caitlin Clark, 14. Kelsey Mitchell still stuck at 19. She been stuck there. 4 rebounds from Caitlin Clark. 7 assists, 1 steal. Asia stuck at 10 points, I think. Last game, she was 12 or 28. 28 shots to get 27 points in the last game. Now she only got 10 points. So Aaliyah Boston is working hard and stopping Asia Wilson. So I got to give her credit for that. Chelsea Gray, she's on fire, bro. And then the one thing about the Aces is when they do come out of timeouts, they knock down their shots like crazy, bro. So I want to see the Indiana Fever get off to a good start this fourth quarter. Fourth quarter Lexi, you know how she does defensively, being amazing and being vital as she is. Lexi taking 1 shot this game, I believe. Yeah. 1 shot this game. And 2 points I know she made off the free throws. Man. It's a tie game. Damn, we still on commercial break, but sheesh. Happy to see it. Gotta get stops though, man. But I ain't seeing it yet because I'm watching on Amazon Prime. It's a little bit delayed. We still in the commercial break. But man, oh man. Here we go.
Look now at our United Healthcare. There for what matters. Plays of the game.
Just threading this needle, drop cross, through the traffic, finishing over butts of the hands, and here to get the crowd back on their feet. A big-time shot from a big-time player. And you see the reaction again. I think that's going to be her signature for the rest of her career.
Oh, you think she's got that confidence back?
Oh, absolutely. It didn't take long.
Yeah,
I mean,
coming down with the ball.
It's almost like a ripple effect.
14 points in the third quarter for Caitlin Clark. Indiana back within 3 here as we start the fourth quarter.
Wheeler with the ball. Green. Dantas with the 3. Yo, Dantas always looking at 3, bro.
And levels us at 60.
3-pointers from Dantas.
What a factor we have seen. I mean, she comes in focused, ready to go. And we saw it early in that, or late in that second quarter, being able to come in and be ready to go as well. You got to be able to make the basket.
Clark, swing it. Gray, way downtown. 3 ball is short.
Clark coming down with the ball.
Indiana has not led since early in the second quarter.
It's 60-60. Clark with the 3.
The crossover.
He misses.
Clark.
Chelsea Gray coming down with the ball.
Resiliency of this Indiana team. Yet another double-digit deficit. They've been able to erase. Here's Hayes driving into traffic. Shot too strong. Good contest there by Dantas.
Clark coming down with the ball. Oh, she wanted it. Oh.
Clark, eyes ahead, a little behind Fagbenle.
Oh,
couldn't save it.
Dante's good at
being able to probe the
bro.
defense is so important because when everybody has their eyes on you, they kind of lose sight of their players. Nice top of the key straight away. That goes down to
Dante's the 3.
The Aces have been held to 17 points here in the second half. Indiana's defense has done a really nice job. Here is Plum. Extra pass from Clark. This time Gray going behind the back, keeps it with her. And
Chelsea Gray types flashy with it.
Another highlight reel. I think she's going for something here on just this game specifically.
Caitlin Clark with the ball. Where's the foul?
Plum called for the foul as Clark started the drive. Chelsea Gray, 16 points. He's done it with a little flash.
Chelsea Gray getting a little bit flashy in this game, bro. She's doing
it as well. There's been well over 20 possessions where it's been more than 3 passes. And I know Becky Hammond has really stressed that for her team, that she wants the passes to come, flashy or not, but making a play for your teammate, making the defense move.
Inbound the ball.
Not just flashy. Clark does this too. It has an ability to totally catch the defense off guard.
Dantas with the ball.
Plays and the passes in the way that they do as Clark goes behind the back right there. There's an efficiency to it as well. Dantas.
Dang.
Get it up. Was it off in
Where was the foul at? Where she hit
Dantas,
Dantas, bro? That's crazy.
Fever ball here.
That's why I got the ball back. Oh.
Clark handoff back. Bentley draws the foul and couldn't put it over the front of the rim. That would have tied it and given Indiana a chance to take a lead at the line, but Fag Bentley down by 2.
And a great cut there. I mean, it's so important to have those hustle plays for situations just like this. And Lexi Hall, we've seen it time and time again, just making that extra hustle play.
So Temi Fag Bentley, who has 2 points, 5 rebounds,
Let's
and
talk
11
with
minutes
Indiana
off the
Fever
bench.
not making their free throws. Even Caitlin Clark missed her free throws. She's a 92% free throw shooter. What is going on with these free throws, man?
7 o'clock Eastern. It's the National Women's Soccer League on Ion. Saturday nights all season long. Well, Fag Bentley hit 20 of her first 22 free throws this year and has now missed 4 in a row. Leads back to Wednesday, where she missed the 2 that she took. Those are big shots. Has had the chance to tie the game here.
Kelsey Plum with the shot. He makes a 3-point corner shot, bro.
Hits a 3 and a massive swing there
Well,
off the
that's
2
Bentley.
misses.
Yeah, like Kelsey Plum with that.
Bucket there.
Caitlin Clark with the floater.
Clark driving on Young, flips it up. Late help there from Stokes, who got a piece.
What was
Really,
that?
that had to be out of bounds somewhere.
Again, just another possession of great ball movement, really sizing up. Usually as the guards have a big on, you want to be able to attack the knees, go low, rip and go. But here, just being able to size up.
Bro, every time the Indiana Fever gains some traction to tie it up or whatever, they end up getting aces, end up drifting away.
Mitchell still looking for her first points of the second half. Had 19 in the first half. Oh, driving on Gray, got by her, and there's Stokes. Rim protector.
Yeah, rim protector for real. Stokes ain't having that, boy. Actually, I tried it.
We're so used to having that rim protector. Asia Wilson down low, but we can't forget Kia Stokes and what she can do as well.
Kick ball on the inbound. Wilson is
They're all over. The Aces defense is all over the place. Like, they all over the floor, bro. They getting stopped. They deflecting balls.
One of the elite rim protectors in the WNBA.
Whoa.
Mitchell.
Lexi stepped out of bounds again. Are you serious, bro?
Kind of an unforced error there.
Yeah, that one was tough, especially with 14 seconds on the shot clock. You want to be able to be patient, see if you can get something good, getting that flow, getting that rhythm right back.
Hopefully Dante
Wilson
can
with
shoot a
10
3 or
points
something.
tonight. Indiana's done a decent job on her. Las Vegas has really spread it around offensively,
Kelsey
too.
Plum.
Young's been great, so too has Plum. Kelsey on Kelsey. Plum hangs, feeds it to Gray.
There's an end of the field, bro.
There's an argument on whether that went off of Temi Fag Bentley's leg. Gilbane called it off of Vegas. As you take a look at the three-point leaders here this season per game. Clark is 1, Plum is 4.
Come on, bro.
Becky Hammond thought that ball hit off the leg of,
No, it did, bro.
Temi Fag Bentley. And now, after a long discussion, Roy Gilbane has changed his call. So Ashley Gloss came in and consulted with Gilbane.
Oh, so Aces end up getting the ball. Hurry up and shot it because the shot clock is 5. Caitlin Clark pushing it.
Down, the Aces can't get a good look. And here comes Clark into the teeth of the defense.
That's your leg, get it back.
Austin back to Clark. Clark on the drive. Clark
Why everybody standing around on the Indiana Fever, bro? There's no cutting.
Can't connect.
And going around like that, it's not just to do it just to look pretty. It really does get the defense low so you can go high.
Wilson runs into a wall, and a jump ball is the call. Wilson, who set the all-time single-season scoring record on Wednesday. That's total points in a season.
That was good defense. He ran into a wall, boy.
To note, she's almost assuredly going to break the points per game record, too, which really is the bigger one. A full 2 points per game ahead of Diana Taurasi for second. Stokes, corner three. That won't fall.
Clark coming down.
Clark bouncing. Dantas is 3 for 3.
Dantas, man.
Got way too strong. Her first miss here on the night.
That's tough. She's been so crucial. 8 points off of the bench.
Wilson just spinning into traffic. Shot was not there.
Chelsea
Clark
Mitchell.
looking ahead. Mitchell on the drive. Mitchell's fouled.
Again, speaking to the tempo of these Fever players, it goes close to close as soon as that ball goes up.
This is where Clark is at her absolute best in transition with Mitchell running the floor.
Timeout.
The duos had great chemistry.
60-65,
when
bro.
we return, under 6 minutes to go from Indy.
5 minutes, 43 seconds, bro. Who gonna pull this game out, bro? Come on, man. Indiana need to come on. Hit a 3 and hit a 2, bro. Tie this joint up and then get some stops and to come on, man. Come on, man. We on a commercial break, family. But man. Skills, man. Need to utilize they skills, bruh. Fever need to bring some physicality to back at the Aces. Aces shooting 25% in the fourth quarter. And Alyssa Smith is a horrible shooter. And it's about time Caitlin Clark get out her head. So on a commercial break, family. But that's crazy because Caitlin never beat Aja Wilson, including college. But Alyssa move in slow motion. They're like playground basketball. And Alyssa Smith shoot like she got 2 dislocated shoulders. It's just a fact, bro. But let's pick this up and get back into it, man.
Here's a look at the upcoming WNBA national TV schedule right after this one. Connecticut at Phoenix.
They need to get Timmy in for defense. Don't chase out to the 3-point line. And Caitlin Clark a lazy defense. Kelsey Mitchell with her free throws.
So Kelsey Mitchell headed to the free throw line here, looking for her first points of the second half. And gets them with that free throw. It was all Mitchell in the first half, all Clark in the second half, and you get the sense that for Indiana to pull off this comeback, they're going to need to be in concert here over the final 5:43.
Yes, I agree. And even with, I want to throw Aaliyah Boston in that as well. Being able to stop all 3 of them at their very best is extremely difficult. We've seen it. They have the ability to do it. Now they got to get it done here in this last 5:30.
The Fever are just 6 of 14 from the free throw line. That's 43%. And easily the difference between these two teams in a tightly contested game is Gray off balance. She's showing off the full arsenal here tonight.
It's also going back. So
Caitlin Clark passes the Dantes, Casey Mitchell passes, try to pass it below the Leah Boston.
Mitchell inside for Boston, knocked away by Stokes.
Again, just seeing the floor, nobody picked her up. You got to be able to know where she's at all times because she also has that ability to pass, which makes it difficult to stay with the ball.
They're trying to double Caitlin Clark into the screen from
Clark
Leah
with a
Boston.
shot clock winding down to 5. Going to have to create the bounce pass here for Boston, who finds some space and can't get the bounce. Indiana came back to tie this game early in the fourth quarter. Vegas showing off that championship medal. Back up by 6. Wilson over Boston.
Clark with the rebound. to run it down. Leah Boston passes it down to Dantas, down low.
Had that mid-range tour if she wants it. Instead, opts for
He
Dantas.
gets the foul.
Backing in on Stokes and draws the foul.
Dantas draws the foul. Let's see if she make her free
Dantas,
throw.
who's been strong off the bench here for Indiana. 8 points, 3 rebounds, a couple of assists. And she's one of the few veterans that this young team has. Dantas was a part of those Minnesota teams late in that dynasty run. In fact, Bentley was too. But the free throw line right here, Indiana is 6 of 15, so they've missed 9 shots from the foul line in a game that they're down by 6.
Yeah, that makes the world of difference as a player. I know you're not going out there trying to miss, but you really have to dial in and see if you can really make a play, especially in rewarding yourself at the free throw strike.
Well, frustrating for the Fever that they've played well enough to have this be about a tie game here in the 4th quarter, but the free throw line has been their undoing here so far. Still a 2-possession game.
Yeah, free throw line,
a long way to go. And we are now within the last 5 minutes, where games within 5 points in the last 5 minutes qualify as clutch games in the WNBA. And the Fever are 15 and 7 in these games. So this young group, despite that lack of experience, has been really, really good in tight games.
He makes a shot.
Wilson faces up and hits it over
Wilson,
Boston.
you ain't make nothing all half.
But
and now you
shot
make one shot and you think, get out of here.
Yeah,
You 12 for 27.
Great
Go ahead,
defense.
somewhere.
Mitchell with the floater, leaves it short.
Better go ahead. Let me see
Mitchell
this,
touched
bro.
it last.
We've seen this, just being able to stay poised. Nice little fake, get her off her groove. You don't want to foul there, so being able to stay and have a high release makes her extremely difficult to guard.
They say it's difficult in there to hear the whistle.
So you gotta be
Can you imagine calling on screens?
Traveling is the call on Mitchell. So they originally said it was off of Mitchell, who appealed. The refs came together, and then they called a travel. So they're saying she touched it first off of her own miss. Still ends up with Ace's possession.
Dusty Plum is wide open in the corner. They always leave her wide open in the corner, bro. Jalen Clark pushing it, bro. Oh,
Clark
man.
with a head full of steam. Cut off there by Young. Clark tiptoeing the baseline, circling around. Young sticks with her.
Boston
Couple
trying
of
to
league's best guards.
post up.
Going at it here tonight.
Where the
Boston
foul?
backing away and muscles inside. Boston blocked by Stokes. And did a whistle did come.
Did you hear it?
It's a testament to the energy in this building. You can't hear the whistle.
I hear nothing. There's nothing down there. You just kind of go off the reactions of the players to see what was called.
Eventually someone stops, and then we try to figure it out.
But here it is, the battle down low. You got to be ready to go. This is a big girl league. You got to
Leah
be able to
Boston
stay
is
disciplined.
doing her free throw. Let's see if she make them.
Back to the free throw line. Got to cash
Made
it in.
one.
And Boston calmly knocks down the first. Boston with 11 points and 6 rebounds, and she's done a nice job defensively on A'ja Wilson. Wilson, by the way, has 16 rebounds tonight to go along with her 12
She made
points.
the second. That's why it's 64-59.
Boston 2-2. It's amazing that for Wilson, she can have a night with 16 rebounds, and it feels like the Fever have done a pretty good job.
I mean, she's just so dynamic.
Yeah, A'ja Wilson
you can
with
slow
Leah
her down
Boston.
in any capacity. It seems like a win. Then you check her stat line. And
Passes up front to Chelsea Gray.
Gray driving,
rebound.
fading,
There's
firing,
Caitlin
and
Clark.
missing.
He full of steam. Dang, where's the foul? Yo, when Caitlin Clark go full steam, they got no choice but to push her, bro.
And that puts the Fever into the bonus. So not a good foul there by Jackie Young. It'll send a 90% free throw shooter to the foul line. With under 3 minutes left to play. The Aces lead by 5. The Rookie of the Year to the foul line, and we return on Ion.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink.
Commercial breaks. You caught a timeout too. A'ja Wilson stuck on 12 points. So that's great that she got 16 rebounds, but point wise versus the last game, they've been making A'ja work. A'ja 6 of 15. and CC is 6 for 16. Caitlin Clark got 14 points. Wesley Mitchell. I feel like if CC don't push the ball up the floor like she doing, Fever will lose. And Nalissa Smith need to sit out all playoffs. We on a commercial break. Let's go, family.
From here, but none prettier than this.
Man, the degree of difficulty, not only is it behind the back, it's so far away from the bucket, and it's a no look. It really doesn't get much better than that. And I say that, and I'm sure she'll top it, if not tonight, sometime before the end of the season.
Gray with 18 points, 6 assists. Her counterpart for the Fever, Caitlin Clark, 14, 7, and 7. And now she will head to the free throw line, where Indiana's just 9 of 18.
It's her first free throw.
On the night. And Clark knocks down the first. She uncharacteristically missed a pair in the first quarter, but the league's second best free throw shooter coming into tonight.
66, 59. It's a little bit delayed on Amazon Prime, family.
And they have pulled back within 3 with just under 3 minutes left to play here from Indianapolis. Playoff implications on the line. Meaningful games here from Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Wilson driving inside and draws the foul. Dantas just a little late on the help. And Asia Wilson, who gets to the line more than any player in the league, does so on a big possession here tonight.
Yeah, and that's what makes her so dangerous. You have to be up to contest the shot, along with being able to move side to side to keep her from going north and south. It's so difficult to stay high, stay hands high, and move the feet at the same time.
This is her first free throw.
At the size that she plays at.
That was just Wilson's first free throw attempt of the game. Again, nobody gets there more than she does.
She makes the second.
And 1 of 2 from the line makes this a 2-possession game.
I don't think it's that lack of effort as to why she hasn't been there. She's done so many things, not just from the scoring traits, but also being able to have that defensive as well.
Mitchell trying to set up Boston. Good battle in there with Wilson. Gamecock on Gamecock.
Clark
with the shot clock down to 5. Off the Boston screen. Behind the back to Boston. She's wide open.
With the shot. That's how I end up doing 68-70.
Every single time. 8 times out of 10, that's the play that they're going to, especially when it comes down to gameplay.
Wilson, the shot fake, driving on Boston. Wilson will go back to the free throw line.
Age effect with the
They
rest.
look the direction of the 2-time MVP, soon to be 3. Boston with a huge bucket here to pull Indiana within 2.
And we talk about the behind-the-back pass. Again, it's not always just for how pretty it looks. It's so efficient because of where the defense is at. It gets there quicker. You have a better angle. You put it right in the shooting pocket for Aaliyah Boston to knock that down.
Wilson is an 85% free throw shooter, so she makes them typically when she gets here. 2 of 3 tonight, 14 points, 16 rebounds.
There's her second free throw.
How about the 2 Gamecock bigs making some plays here down the stretch? Do we have another
Doncic
furious finish here from
Boston.
Indianapolis?
So they double team Caitlin Clark.
So many of these games have come down to the final possessions here this year. Oh, hounding defense back in the backcourt on Boston. Working on Young, one of the best defenders. Clark gets by her and gets to the rim.
Clark. That's why I was saying.
That was a beautiful possession, just of patience. Still a 2-point game. You got to be able to get a big stop here, but you can't go over it over help. It leaves it open. Man. And you also don't want to foul here, send her back to the line. You will have to rely on that help, and Alicia Clark just didn't get there in near enough time.
Got the ball. Leslie Mitchell trying to stay in front. Boston got the rebound.
Floater too strong. Clark off the screen. The switch on to Wilson. Clark will launch. An opportunity for the Fever to go in front in the final 90 seconds. Clark can't knock down her third three here of the night. Now the Aces content with wasting some clock on the other end. 60 seconds left to play.
Yeah, why is she open in the corner, bro? She be in that corner all the time.
It was a great possession, getting 2 feet in the paint, knowing where her teammates are at. It's a beautiful knockdown there.
Yeah, a quick three, and then
she's not afraid to make those big plays as well.
Well, I think Christy Sides is going to be really disappointed with that defensive possession because Young went right up the gut. Mitchell had to help, and you left one of the best three-point shooters in the world wide open.
Yes, it's a miscommunication on the ball screen. Are you icing, meaning containing the player, or is it a switch?
Let's see what Christy Sides going to do.
It's super loud in here, so you have to be even more loud, and that is just way too much of a downhill possession there.
Man. Need a quick 2 and need a quick 3. Get everybody up in the passing lane, man. Simple as that. Let's see what Christy Sides got.
Well, just a 2-game series here in 3 days between the Fever and the Aces, between 2 of the top offenses in the WNBA, and we've had a couple of slugfests, a couple of physical defensive matchups here, some lower scoring games than you might expect between these two. Aces won by 11 on Wednesday. I want to welcome in our viewers who are watching Minnesota beat Chicago.
Let's go.
As Minnesota just continues to roll. What a season by the Lynx. Indiana's trying to mount a 13-point comeback here. They've got it tied in the fourth quarter. Clark, the switch on to Stokes.
This is the Doncic.
Clark drives the kick out. Doncic shot fakes the 3, finds some space and knocks it down. Well, how big has Doncic been off the bench here tonight? Now 9 points for the veteran. And a reset timeout here by the Aces. So they're going to advance the ball.
Some just beautiful footwork there. Saw her knock down
that was a nice quick two from Doncic.
A couple threes. So you have to go out and you have to respect the shots. If she gets a breather here, but you got to be able to come back out.
They're going to run out the
11 points, 4 for 6, 2 for 2 from three-point line. You have to respect that 3 ball.
In fact, Benley face guarding Wilson. 1 with 18 tonight. Hit the big 3 a moment ago. Backing her way up. Plum off the screen. She launches. This one is short. Into the corner. Clark pulls it down. It's a 3-point game and a timeout by Christy Sides. So Indiana going to get a chance here to potentially tie it if they want a 3. And these are always moments where the coaches really make their money. Do you try to get a quick 2? If you're Indiana, you've got 2 shooters who have hit 100 threes this season in your backcourt. And if you can get an easy look at a 2, I think that's probably plan A. But when you've got this type of backcourt, I think you're always really tempted to try to tie it.
Yeah, no, especially the time awareness as well. When do you shoot it? You want to be able to have maybe a potential shoot it with enough time to get an offensive rebound and maybe another look. But watching this team play all year, I wouldn't be surprised they came out and shot the best look possible, which might be a 3 pretty early.
And the other thing about this Indiana backcourt, Mitchell and Clark are not just great three-point shooters, but they need almost no space to get a shot off, and they still connect at a high efficiency level, even when they're closely guarded.
Right. And just being able to see the ball leave their hands, have that confidence. Yeah, there is no hand down, man down. You don't even want the foul as soon as that ball goes up to see.
So Mitchell and Clark have combined for 38 points. By the way, Clark 8 rebounds, 9 assists. She set the single season total assist record here earlier today. And she's almost assuredly going to win the assist crown. Today, well above Alyssa Thomas, who was in second. So it's Lexi Holda inbound, just under 24 seconds left to play, in Indiana trailing by 3.
Mitchell.
Looking for Mitchell. Mitchell driving on Clark. Mitchell, Boston for the tie. Oh, and rims out. She got a great look at it, and it was halfway down, and it just wouldn't stay for Aaliyah Boston.
That is heartbreaking right there.
We
have seen her hit shots. She's shooting it with the confidence. That was a great help there by Asia Wilson. And it is down. Just didn't hit the way that she wanted to.
You know, I know that's not one of Indiana's big-time three-point shooters, but Boston is more than capable. I think the Fever got a pretty good look there.
No, I agree. And right here, this is why it's so important to be disciplined throughout the duration. They're still inbounding the ball. There's no free throw shots just yet. They have an opportunity to steal.
So Chelsea Gray is fouled, and she will go to the free throw line here. Gray is an 83% free throw shooter. Needs one to make this a 2-possession game. And does with that one. Sophia Stokes checking in. Offense-defense sub here. Kelsey Plum to the bench. And Gray goes 2 for 2. Indiana going the length of the floor here. Clark's going to have to hurry. Clark gets inside, feeds Fagbenle. Maybe got away with extra steps. Lays it in. It's still a 3-point game. Gray is fouled. And with a free throw here, can likely ice this one. Well, you've seen, I think, a couple of trends and themes on hand here tonight. Indiana's resiliency, they fell down by 13 points in the second half. Christy Sides' group came back, and they had multiple chances to win it here. But the championship medal of a team who's won it twice and has 4 Olympic gold medalists. Yep. Well, Gray missed the first.
See, the ball's still in play. That's why you keep on playing to the very end. They have 3.4 seconds, which is a lifetime in basketball, but you got to move quick.
But calmly knocks down the second. So the Fever still have their reset timeout. So Sides was holding it last time, knowing that they'd need to do it twice. But here you're down by 4. And with under 4 seconds left, you need nothing short of a miracle.
So important here for the Aces to remain disciplined. Nothing crazy, nothing silly.
Mitchell just lobbing it up to Boston on a double team. And that's how this one will finish. The Aces win it 78-74. For producer Mark Balk and director Eric Singer, for Bria Goss and Kelsey Casper, I'm Pat Boylan. Good nights here from Indiana. The WNBA Friday Night Spotlight on ION is presented by State Farm.
That was that, family. Got a deflection in the game. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction, analysis, feedback, commentary. I mean, it's a prep for the playoffs, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But thank you guys for hanging out. They need to make their free throws. They got to work on that. And it made a big difference in impacting the game. And AJ Wilson didn't go off on any of